Mr. Speaker, there seems to be a lot of bad news these days and negative stories, but I'd like to take this opportunity to highlight some uplifting stories from the Cincinnati area, the area that I happen to represent here in the United States Congress. First, I'd like to congratulate a Cincinnati broadcasting legend on a storied career. A week from tomorrow, Friday, April 3rd, Cincinnati will say goodbye to a longtime morning show host, Jim Scott, who is retiring after 47 years on the radio in Cincinnati. Over the years, Mr. Scott has been synonymous with mornings as hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of Cincinnatians started their day listening to him cover the topics of the day. From politics and local news to entertainment and sports, Jim Scott covered every story in a style uniquely his own. His excellence was recognized back in 2002 when he won the Marconi Award for Large Market Personality of the Year. Jim Scott has also been a pillar of the community, helping out with numerous charities and community service organizations, activities I'm sure that he will continue. And he has become a staple of the opening day parade for the Cincinnati Reds, who I hope have a great year this year. I want to congratulate Jim Scott on his retirement and his outstanding career. Mornings in Cincinnati will not be the same without him. Mr. Speaker, Cincinnati has also been blessed by the inspiring stories of two young ladies battling pediatric cancer. And I would like to take a moment to thank each of them for the example that they have provided and the hope that they've given to millions. First, I'd like to talk about Lauren Hill. For those who haven't heard Lauren's story, there really aren't words to describe her courage and resiliency in the face of insurmountable odds. Lauren loves to play basketball, a sport she had planned to play throughout her college years at Mount St. Joseph College. Unfortunately, Lauren was diagnosed with a rare form of inoperable terminal brain cancer, DIPG, and doctors really weren't sure how long that she would live. For most people, the story would end there, but not for Lauren. She was determined to play in a college basketball game. And back on November 2nd, she joined her teammates on the court, and in front of a sold-out crowd at Xavier University's Cincinnati Cintas Center, she scored the opening basket. But that wasn't enough for Lauren. She also wanted to dedicate her remaining time to raising awareness of pediatric cancer. And through Layups for Lauren and other charitable efforts, she has helped raise over $1 million for research to combat pediatric cancer. Mr. Speaker, I like to believe that each one of us is put on this earth for a reason, and it's clear to me that Lauren's purpose was to inspire a city and a nation and to raise awareness for a terrible disease. A purpose she has fulfilled with a dignity and grace that's an inspiration to me and countless others. I am deeply grateful for Lauren's spirit and the example that she's provided for our community and for our nation. Our thoughts and prayers are with Lauren and with her family. But Lauren is not the only young lady with Cincinnati ties inspiring our nation. We have also been blessed to learn the story of Leah Still, the 4-year-old daughter of Cincinnati Bengals defensive lineman Devin Still. Last year, Leah was also diagnosed with a rare form of pediatric cancer. Faced with this devastating news, Devin Still was determined to help his little girl in whatever way he could. Part of his effort was to use their story to help raise money to combat pediatric cancer and give hope to other families facing the same struggle that they were. The Cincinnati Bengals and the NFL joined Mr. Still in his efforts by agreeing to donate the proceeds of sales of Devin's number 75 Bengals jersey to Cincinnati Children's Hospital, which, by the way, is the #1 children's hospital in the nation in combating pediatric cancer. Together, they raised also over $1 million for pediatric cancer research. While that is certainly great news, the story has an even happier ending. Yesterday, I, along with millions of others, were thrilled to learn that Leah's cancer was in remission. Leah still has treatments ahead of her, and she should remain in our thoughts and our prayers. But that was wonderful news and a reason to be grateful. May God bless all three of the remarkable people that I've just talked about. And Mr. Speaker, I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields back.